by PJ Green Young, also known as Chi-Town PJ, and we've been residing in the district for like the last 10 years. Glad that we're having this event to celebrate the collected works of Romare Bearden. Many people did not know that this was a scholarly man, in addition to being a talented artiste. He was also recruited to play baseball when he was an undergrad. So, again, war calls, duty calls. So he's allowed to, after, I guess in the tradition of so many of our talented temps, he decides to truck off to Paris. And so he studies, you know, the Sorbonne, and then he returns to the States. And he's a philanthropist, and he also encourages the arts of other young entrepreneurs or educators. I love that. I love that. So I'm glad that we're celebrating his art, and I'm glad that on the script, Macy had that he was an educated man, because he was indeed an educated man.
Okay, and so being that you are such a fan of his, how did you find out about this event tonight?
Actually, my friend Charlene told me that Macy's was going to host Romare Bearden. I said, "Are you kidding?" I said, "Oh, well, of course I'm up for that. Let's go." You know, so she RSVP'd, and we came this evening, and I tried to talk to the students that I work with today about Romare Bearden and so many other celebrated artists, and those who are not in print or those who are not as well known. And of course, the travesty is that young people today, I will not collectively lump them, but some young people today don't want to even hear about, you know, the greats who came before them. And I was like, you know, someone has to continue to hold the torch. Continue, each one teach one, each one reach one. I'm from that generation. So, you know, I'm glad this is happening. But I hope it's not just for profit, you know, that people do understand. And this was a man who cared about the arts and the community as well.
And so, I know you have a favorite piece, or maybe pieces.
Oh, darling. Okay, this one is one. This is one. And of course, the historic piece that speaks to me. The Supreme Court decision.
That is your favorite.
Awesome. Yeah, those are my two favorites, and I have another favorite because I'm from Chicago, Chi-Town. So I like the jazz, Chicago jazz.
And just, when did you first come across his work? And what was your initial feeling when you first came across his work?
I came across his work actually when I was in high school, because when I was growing up in the 70s and what have you, there were not a lot of Afro-American history classes or Black history classes, and the only class we get in was always film. So I had to learn about us in other libraries, and some of the other libraries had a little more information than our Black libraries on those of us who came before as artistes. And so I just kept thinking, that's pretty cool, because if you look at, for example, if you look at the wood, let's see if we can go over this way. If you look at the linens and the materials and what have you, and the fusion of the materials, I'm like, hot dog, who is doing this? So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.